Yeah, 4 years. 4 years, 4 years. I am now going to head overland, more bicycling into Myanmar.
Crossing the Irrawaddy here.
This has pretty much been me for the past 24 hours. I've had a killer headache, stiffness in the joints, pain when I walk, high fever. I haven't been able to do much but close my eyes and either sleep or attempt to sleep. I think I might have H1N1, possibly I have dengue. Yeah, last night I managed to go and get some electrolyte drinks, a bag of chips, and just an hour ago, after like 24 hours of not eating anything, I went and got some soup, and they brought me out like 8 plates of food, and I was just like, oh no, because they didn't speak any English, so I had to translate that I was sick and that I wouldn't be able to eat all the food so I wouldn't offend them. I think they got it. They gave me the food to go. I asked for it to go. By the time I got back here, the bag with the hot soup had melted through and was falling all over the place. I just feel like shite. There is a hospital in town. I think if I feel worse, I'll go to it, but I sort of want to avoid hospitals right now because I actually think that might be where I got this because of the friendly doctor at that hotel I stayed at a couple nights ago, who offered me a free medical checkup. Brought me into the hospital with a bunch of sick people, and I had just been recovering from the flu. Just gotta stay hydrated, drink lots. Should be fine.
Well, it's 3 days later. Well, it's 3 days since I got sick. I was in so much pain that I didn't really move much. Yesterday I didn't leave the hotel, but today, this morning, I had a lot more energy. Well, I don't know if I had a lot more energy, but I was feeling quite a bit better. So I went into town in search of an ATM actually, because I don't have any more money to pay for the hotel room. Any more Myanmar money though. So I do have American dollars, which I assume they'll let me use, or I'll have to wait till the bank opens so I can exchange it, because the banks are all closed and there is no ATM machine in this town. I feel like I've lost a lot of weight in the past couple days, and there was a time when I was getting really dry skin right here, which I wasn't sure if it was from burn. That was a bit concerning. I had a bit of a rash at one point. I was concerned it was going to spread and get itchy, but never really amounted to anything. I do have some chest pain. I had some chest pain last night more than any time, and it was painful to sleep on my side or my stomach, really. And the only position which was reasonably okay was my back, which was also not super comfortable. So I didn't have a great sleep last night, and all I was dreaming about was Brooklyn Nine-Nine. because that's what I've been binge watching since I've been sick, which I think has been good for me because it's so stupid and it makes me laugh, but it is very weird to have dreams about Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But I am feeling better today, and I'm just here at the hotel, and I just went to get some hot water for some tea, and the hotel owner offered me some apple as a gift, which was very kind. Even though I had just bought an apple and ate one, he gave me a whole big apple cut up, which was very kind of him. And he also, as I was going into my room, he showed me another text saying there are old school, which I have no idea what it means, but that's what he said. There are old school. Maybe it means the apples are heritage apples. That might be what he's trying to say, that the apples are heritage, special tasty apples. Oh, I just discovered this out. Maybe that's what he was saying. I sort of doubt it, but I'm just gonna continue resting today. Let you know how I feel soon. Bye. Well, it's been a week since I arrived here in the small town and got this sickness, virus of some sort, H1N1, dengue. Not sure what it was. It was extremely painful for a few days. Now I'm on the up and up. I was close to cycling today, but still had a bit of a rash on my shoulders. Not sure, I didn't notice that yesterday, but I'm feeling generally pretty good, have much higher energy, maybe not 100%. So I think it's a good idea that I didn't bicycle today. It's also raining a bit this morning, but tomorrow morning I'm gonna head out. I'm now 11 days over on my visa, and I still got 400 kilometers to go to the border with India. So hopefully I don't run into issues there. Just gonna ride, roll. I've just been sitting here in this room, doing some video editing, watching a lot of Netflix. It's been a fairly comfortable place to chill though. Could have been a lot worse, getting sick somewhere else. Been into town a couple times just to go to the market, pick up some fruit. Apples, mango, bananas, lime, pineapple. And yeah, just got my stuff dry in here. Okay, I'm here in Moniwa, which is the capital of Sagaing State. Just here after cycling yesterday for the first time in a week for about 80 kilometers, and it was really quite painful. My toes felt like they were on fire. My bones and stuff were all super stiff as well. So I've decided to take a break today, even though I'm now 12 or 14 days. Well, I just had what I think was my first attempt at robbery here in Myanmar. I was just walking down the street and some guys whipped by on a bike and said something like, it sounded like Jamani or something like that. Jamani. And I thought they were just trying to get me to go for a cab ride because all the taxi guys are always shouting at me to try and give me a ride. And so I just ignored it, and then they came up behind me and the one guy grabbed my arm. Although grab is a bit of an exaggeration. It was almost like a strong pinch. Felt like with only 2 fingers, or he had really small little stubby fingers. And he grabbed me again and I pulled my arm away and I was like, what the fuck? And I looked over and the guy looked sort of scary actually. A lot of guys do when they're chewing betel nut because it looks like their mouth is all bloody and stuff. He repeated Jamani and he looked sort of angry. And I was like, what are you doing? And he stopped his bike and tried to like cut me off where I was walking. So I just walked around them and it was just like, screw you guys. And then his buddy told him, okay, let's get out of here. And that was that. I'm not sure if that was what they were doing. It was a pretty bold attempt if they were actually trying to rob me in the middle of the street, because it was not like it was an empty street. There's people watching it, a couple people at least, in a store nearby. And I looked at them after and I was like, what was that? And I don't know, that was weird. We all agreed that it was pretty weird, whatever it was. Got my heartbeat rising. Definitely didn't feel good. Sucks, really. Funny enough, I also don't have any money because I just walked through the whole town to like 4 or 5 different ATMs and none of them worked for me. So I'm here in Moniwa without money. Oh, even that's a fun, the name of the town is Moniwa. And I don't have any money in Moniwa, and I just got attempted to rob in Moniwa. Oh, that's funny. Well, I'm hoping it's just a temporary thing. Bank systems are down or something in Myanmar, and that I should be able to get money later, or my card has been blocked because I'm in Myanmar. Hopefully it's not a headache. Hopefully I'll figure it out today and I'll be able to cycle again tomorrow. It always sucks, this feeling. Both not being able to get money out and having people attempt to rob me. Well, as you can see, I'm back on the highway here. if you can call this a highway. They call it a highway here. Thankfully it's a pretty quiet highway, but I left Moniwa this morning. I was feeling a bit like anxious about the whole overstaying my visa thing. Called my bank early this morning and just clarified that my bank card was okay, so that was good. Anyways, I'm feeling sort of low energy, still definitely not 100%. Bones and muscles feel a bit weird. Just stopped to have a chewable vitamin C. Yeah, it's sort of hot. My toes sort of feel like they're on fire. I get some weird cramps here and there, but my wrists are definitely a bit sore. Very few trucks, mostly just motorcycles, so I can actually breathe in some fresh air. People around here definitely do not see many Falangs, so I'm getting a lot of looks like, what is that thing? It's pretty cool. Well, at least it's quiet. My highway first turned to rocks and it looked like they were just improving a small section of it, but it seems like they're improving a large section of it. I think they're expanding a lane or something. It's been a few kilometers now and I'm suspecting that this is gonna go on for a long time. It's not the worst thing because it's really quiet, no traffic. It's beautiful, trees everywhere. Yeah, I'd choose this over traffic and busy road any day, but it does mean it's slow moving and I'm sort of in the middle of nowhere where there's no food or water. So hopefully that does not become an issue. I don't think it will. There's always people, places, hopefully. So I just did a massive climb and road like this. This is sort of like a good looking section of it. It's just been crazy hard and tough. I'm pretty exhausted, thirsty, hungry. Lava. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've been in my highest gear for at least an hour. Just climbing up through this has been pretty tough. 80 kilometers. Not sure where that's 80 kilometers from. If it's from the junction, that means I might be really close to where I think there's a restaurant and potentially a temple where I might spend the night. Hopefully that happens. Hopefully that works out, we'll see. Oh, got somebody behind me here. And then I'll have a place to rest. There they go. Water buffalo, they love the water, and so do I. There's a truck coming up behind me blaring its horn. I was getting pretty upset with him. And he finally pulled up beside me and he opened his window and passed out a water bottle for me, which was awesome. There was a monk in the car and I'm hoping there's a temple ahead where I can stay because it's getting dark. Hopefully there's some food ahead too. These guys stink, but they're so happy in their puddles. Aren't you? You're happy. He's just covered in the mud. You guys are just covered in the mud. It's crazy beautiful. Crazy day. I think this is about 100 kilometers on the day. Last 30 of it was on just mess. So that is a temple up on the hill. Maybe they'll let me sleep up there. Got my tent set up here outside of a little restaurant. I met some engineers on this road, which is very much under construction. Said hello and asked me where I was staying, and then they found out that I was welcome to sleep just outside of this restaurant, which is awesome. So I got my tent set up. It's a bit loud, as you can tell. There's still customers here and they're watching TV. And the lights are on. They're going to be on for another couple hours, but it doesn't matter because I'm exhausted and happy to find a place nearby to where I had dinner. Yeah, back in the tent. It's nice. It's nice to be in the tent. It's a little bit hot already. Oh, it's a beautiful ride coming out of the mountains there, out of the park. It's just like beautiful sky, nice view. Breakfast this morning. Here in Lashi, I think he's calling it. I'm not entirely sure what he's calling it.